We hired Andrew from Wild Florida. And what is Andrew's favorite animal?
Crocodiles. Fish. Crocodiles.
Crocodiles. But in order to get crocodiles, we need to get our Class 1 permit, we need to get a big enclosure, and we need a big fence.
Right, we got the 2-foot trench going. The poles are going up for the chain link fence. This is going to be an area with Class 1 crocodilia. Got the big game fence up on the hill there. This is so nothing digs out underneath. We don't want anything to dig out. Yeah, it's a beautiful area, some beautiful trees around it. It's going to look completely different when this is all done. Pull nice and tight. Come along, pulling it tight.
Well, we had to burn the midnight oil on this project to get everything completed on time.
So guys, when you guys were here last year, Jerry, you came and you filmed this place. Remember? There was no palm trees here. There was nothing here. And you guys, you're the first person to hear it. We just got approved for our Class 1 reptiles.
Congratulations.
Which means we can get crocodiles.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
So let's hear it. Let's enter into Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It does. Looks like Jurassic Park. Because I think the last time we saw this, we visited and you had just put palm trees in here and you didn't know quite what it was going to be yet.
I was calling it my Mediterranean garden.
That's right. But now you know. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna have, this isn't quite done, we're gonna build, see where the red flags are? That's how far out the pond's gonna go. So
Awesome.
for crocodiles, you want 1/3 water, 2/3 land.
Okay.
Alligators, they say it's the reverse, interestingly enough.
Oh.
I read that on Google. Andrew loves when I read Google. We're gonna have 4 exhibits here. We're gonna have 1 here, 1 behind it, and 2 on the other side. So we're thinking of 4 different species of crocodile.
Wow. I like this because it's a very interesting view.
I love it. No,
This
I
is
love
cool.
it. Yes.
The top-down view, looking into it, that is very neat.
And you can use your imagination. We get this all weed whacked, and we get some perennials in here.
Yeah. Too awesome. I like this fence.
So we have an exterior fence here, which has to be 8 feet tall. And then we have to have an interior fence, which Andrew wanted to go 8 feet tall. It's 2 feet underground, 8 feet above ground, which is a little bit more over the spec of what it has to be. So we're gonna have stairs going down here. So you come around here, you can go down here, and then you can get up and close and personal with them a little bit. And the whole idea is the zoo is gonna be an interactive zoo. So Andrew will call the animal out, and the animal come over to where the excavator is, and you can get up close and personal with the crocodiles.
Oh, wow.
I like that excavator.
We need one.
Home Depot, 1,300 a week with the trailer and everything. So you're the first people to see the zoo of mine.
That really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
What a privilege.
And you know what? Well, second. My friend came yesterday and he said this was his favorite.
Oh.
The redwood.
The redfoots.
As soon as we walked up, they immediately start flocking towards you.
He told me you'll know what people like the most to see what they want to take pictures of.
They really do have so much personality.
The piece of universal rock
I
there.
like this feeding tray.
And a little elevation for climbing, which is good for them.
No, I love these guys. And
Is that what they've designed this piece for?
no, I don't know what it was for. I just surplus. I got to deal with them. Just 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, come on, guy.
They're like, we're coming for it.
I feed these every other day about, and I usually check to see that all 7 of them are eating. They seem to be much better eaters in the summertime. Well, let me show you around a little bit.
So this is a new rare species of tortoise called the potback tortoise.
You know, this guy's always been a little shyer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a characteristic of the sulcata tortoises.
We just had this conversation about names for your animals. Tom, you don't have names for your animals?
I don't, you know,
Tortoise not have a name?
I had a squirrel that I love so much, and they asked me the name, and I said Mr. Squirrel.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I know this is Tom's video. Please put in the comments below what we should name this beautiful
Oh,
tortoise.
this has a name.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what?
Mikey.
Mikey.
Okay.
No,
for the
because
next animal.
it
I'm
was-
going to let you guys know we're naming an animal in this video.
Okay.
Sorry, so Mikey's already got a name. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's get a plaque. We'll put it there so we don't forget. It's good to see you, Mikey.
So, Justin, let me show you all my animals. And what'd you ask?
Did you give them names?
We just asked him today, Tom, what's the name of this animal? It doesn't have a name
No
yet.
animals have names.
Well, the one does.
The one, Mikey.
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 This
And-
first time.
oh, then if they're rescues, they have names. If I purchase them, they don't have names.
We asked our channel to name your Blackbird, so hopefully we'll have a name for him soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We took Jerry and Kagan to see all the animals. We're going to show that in next week's show. But now Andrew is going to feed the black dragon for the first time in his new enclosure.
We're attempting here to give our black dragon his first meal since coming into his new enclosure. And, you know, it takes time for monitors to acclimate after they've been moved. So we're not expecting much, but we want to at least come offer and at the very least come in here, not bother him. If he refuses food, just leave. That way he knows, like, we're not coming in here to hurt him, catch him, or anything like that. He's waking up. He's hungry since he's had a few days off of food since coming in here. He's definitely still nervous, but we've got his favorite snack here, some chicken, some whole chick. So you can see him kind of peeking out, and we'll meet him halfway. That's a big step. That's a big step since he's been here to want to eat in front of us in his new exhibit. So we won't try to make him do too much on that first piece. That's just a peace agreement there, if you would. So he's got that chick, and we'll let him take a second with that. And hopefully that one gets him a little more comfortable with us, whether it's today or in a few days. Hopefully that gets him ready to come out and start working with us again, getting that desensitization, the target training, the trust, all that built right back up. So he swallowed that piece, which is great. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try to get him to climb out a little further this time. All right, we're gonna let him rip it, work for it. Oh, he stole it off the tongs. Very strong. But look at that, now he's gonna eat right in front of us. Beautiful view. And this is an awesome monitor lizard. Most people wouldn't give a 16 by 8 by 10 space to a 3.5 foot monitor lizard, but they deserve it. You know, they're really intelligent animals, and they're going to utilize all the space, especially as we start to add plants and all sorts of other features to the exhibit. He's going to be using every inch of it. We've already seen him diving to the bottom of the pond that KJ built for him and climbing to the top of the tree that we have in here. So we'll see if we get him intrigued, make the chick dance a little bit. He's locked in. We'll see if we can get him out of the corner now for this next one. I think that'll be a big step. Almost there, buddy. All right, look at that. And we're just gonna move real slow. He's swallowing that piece right down. And I don't want to scare him. He is on edge right now, although he's doing really well. Want to keep the momentum going. Okay, excellent. So, you're okay, buddy. Come on over. There you go. He looks so small in this enclosure, but he's gonna explode with size. And thanks to Justin Igualada for hooking us up with this awesome animal here. You know, there was a few to choose from, and It's always good when people are very transparent about this one is a little crazy, or this one has a scar, or this one has this going on or that. You know, we always appreciate that, and we appreciate you, Justin, for hooking us up with your best stock when it comes to the reptiles. So we're just gonna go till he's full, because he's taken about a week off of food since we put him in here. He's refused his food a couple of times already, so we just want to keep the momentum going. Awesome, right there. I'm gonna not move so I don't scare him. And he is just doing great. Swallowing those chickens whole, giving KJ a little tail whip in the process, letting him know I'm watching you. What do you think, buddy? You got room for more? Okay, let's see if I can get him right in front of the camera. And you can see the yolk just pour out. I mean, these are just a couple days old chicks. Of course, we get everything frozen thawed. He just sprayed guts in my face. That's just part of reptile keeping. So he really didn't lose too much weight in that week he took off of food, acclimating in here. You can see he's got that lateral line, that small skin fold on the side, which indicates a good body weight for a monitor lizard. You don't want them to lose that skin fold on the side and show signs of them being overweight. We want him to be nice and lean, and he looks good for taking a week off of food. So he's starting to slow down a little bit, but we're gonna just keep, pretty much today, we're gonna gut load him. We wanna give him as big a meal as possible as he'll take. That way, you know, he can gain a little bit of that weight that he lost over the last week. One of the next things we're going to do in here, like I said, is we're going to plant plants, and KJ is going to install a drain on his pond to make it easier for us to keep it clean. So he's thinking about climbing up on me, but he's a little nervous, and that's okay. We'll take it slowly. We'll do things nice and easy. We don't want to rush him. Pretty much eating in my lap, which is just great. Very alert. His eyes are always looking all over the place. These guys are great swimmers. We notice him underwater holding his breath for a really long time. He's always going to flick that tongue. He might give me a little chomp to see if I'm food or not, but it shouldn't hurt too bad. He's just a little guy, and he'll figure out over time that I'm not a threat. I'm not food. I'm just here to get tail whipped. I know some people get a little offended by the whole prey, but it is the best thing for them to get the brains, the guts, the organs, the bone content, all parts of the animal, the fat, the tissue. All that stuff's really important for reptiles, to eat whole prey and not just cuts of meat. I know we do use, you know, chicken and fish fillets and things like that, but we always have to make sure that we incorporate whole prey into their diet as well. We can't just give them, you know, cuts of meat. All right, we'll see if we make him work for this one. Make him shred it. There we go. He ripped a nice chunk off of that. He's really strong for a small lizard. I definitely don't want to take a bite from this little guy, but if it ends up happening out of his curiosity, then that's just part of it. I don't want him to think I'm tricking him. Go ahead, bud. It's all yours. I'm not tricking you. Here. You can tell he's starting to get a little full. There you go. Freebie. Okay, he's starting to really slow down. That might be the last we're going to get out of him. Unless he takes that last bit. He shakes all the dirt off. Smart boy. And this lizard's going to get huge. I mean, these monitors get a good size on them, and it doesn't take very long. If they're outdoors and they're eating whole prey like this, the growth rate is tremendous. In just a few years, he could be huge. Okay, I'm down to only a couple pieces, buddy. I did not think you were going to eat that much. I'm glad you did. He's coming to check KJ out. Just walking right by you. That is awesome. He's like, see you later. Okay, we'll give him his space. He's decided to end the session on his own terms, and that's totally fine. We're gonna leave him alone, let him digest for a few days, and then we'll come back, install his drain, give his pond a good cleaning, plant some plants, and we'll be back to give you an update in here as soon as possible. So this is just one of the many pieces of universal rock on the property. Tom Holt has a good relationship with those guys at Universal Rock, and we've gotten some really cool stuff from them. This is just one example, but there's pieces like this and even bigger, more beautiful pieces scattered all around the property. So as we expand, as we grow, and as we build this zoo, we're gonna be kind of turning some of the stuff like this into animal enclosures, building around it or incorporating it into some of these exhibits to give a really unique, one-of-a-kind experience for anybody we're doing a tour for, and of course, most of all, for the animals themselves. So stay tuned to see more stuff like this kind of transform into animal enclosures.
So what we're doing here is we're working on the path from one section of our garden to the other section of the garden. I planted this up last year and I was so excited about it. It still looks nice, but after the winter, it needs a little bit of sprucing up. During the hurricane, I thought I dodged a bullet. I lost some stuff at my house, but I thought we did better here at the garden. But unfortunately, plants are still dying. I got like a half dozen palm trees that look like this. Something happened in the trunk where it was damaged during the hurricane. Then 1-2 months after the hurricane, things fell over. We have a whole bunch of these ficus triangularis. You know, I got them really cheap. I got them for a couple of bucks. A few years ago, these things were like 50 bucks for a little, coming out of COVID, they're like 50 bucks for a little 4-inch. And now I paid $2.50 for these. But I have about 100 of them, so we're gonna pop them into the ground here. We're gonna make a beautiful bromeliad garden in front of it. I love these Australian tree ferns, and things look good in threes, so I see pictured here 3 tree ferns. This is the dwarf Cavendish banana, and with all my gardening, this is the first time I may get edible bananas. I hear all the time people get edible bananas on their bananas. Well, I've never eaten a banana from a banana plant I grew myself. I'm hoping this year will be my first time. But for me, the dwarf Cavendish by far is the best one for my part of Florida. We have some cordylines here. These are rooster tail cordylines, nice and red. We're gonna put some of the white ficus triangularis around them. We have this other cool plant, this really cool plant that's a cylindrical snake plant, Sansevieria. We'll be working with that here as well.
I really love working with heliconias in Central Florida. This orange variety blooms all summer long, and it also comes in red. The Mandevilla Bridge is looking beautiful. This is the view of the gazebo as you approach the island. And this is the view returning back from the island with big palm trees in the background. And look, the vine has grown 6 inches up the trellis in the last week.
So sometimes you see in my videos, I'll say, hey, this plant is $1,000, this plant is $2,000. And a lot of that is because they're collector plants. They're not $1,000 at your local garden center, at a Home Depot or anything like that, because they're not there. But I just want to show you. So I just got I just got like 10 plants here, and they were $400. I got them from a fern, I think it's a fern factory out in California. So this right here is a weeping tree fern. And you can see here, maybe you can see in the leaves, you can start to see it, it's starting to weep. But this is like our Australian tree fern, but it's a weeping form. This right here is the black tree fern, similar to our Australian tree fern, but this has a black trunk. I'll show you one that I bought last year. So this I bought for, I think, $35 plus shipping. I'll show you what it looks like 1 year from now. This right here is the black tree fern. This is 1 year old. It's the Highland lace tree fern. The genus of these is Cyathea. This is Cyathea robusta, robusta meaning fast-growing tree fern, and this is brownie eye. And this right here is supposed to be the largest of all tree ferns. I believe they can get up to 100 feet tall in their native New Zealand, I think. Okay, and this right here is a Hawaiian tree fern. You can see the leaves are a little bit different. I'll keep growing them if I play my cards right. Maybe they'll look magnificent in 3 or 4 years. We will see you next week, and don't forget to like and subscribe.